Hello, hello. Thanks for joining me. What's going on? How you doing? All right, so I'm getting the Zoom started. Oh, Milo's going to join us. We're just going to do a nice little flow, stretchy stretch. Let me go ahead and get some people in here. What's going on, Deb? Hello, hello. Hi. Everyone, just to let you know, you guys are muted at first. We're going to give a few extra minutes. Today is going to be probably a smaller group because I didn't really post anything until earlier today. So, which is good. I just wanted a small group. Well, good. I'm glad to hear that you're doing well. Yay. So I have Instagram going and then you guys going, just to let you guys know. What is this intertalk stuff? What's up, Ann? All right, we'll give you guys a few minutes. Oh, you're muted. I'm playing it safe this week, Ann, and I'm automatically muting everyone. So you're gonna have to unmute if you want to talk.
Oh, it's okay. I just realized I was still logged into my
Uh-oh,
company.
hold on, I can't hear you.
Oh.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, good. Now I can hear you.
Oh.
Yay.
I was saying I just realized I am still logged into my company Zoom account, so I am currently Intertalks.
Excellent.
Inc.
I know
right
I gave you a
now.
hard time when you logged in. I was like, who's Intertalks? It's Ann. All right, we're gonna have a small group today. We're gonna give everybody a few minutes though to log in. So if this is your first time joining me on Instagram or on here, if you have a foam roller, grab a foam roller. That would be awesome. If you don't, it's not the end of the world, but it will help with some hip openers and quad openers that I'm doing with you guys. So these for you here. And then also grab your balls. If you have any type of mobility balls, lacrosse balls, tennis balls, whatever, feel free to go ahead and grab those. And that'll be a good little finisher that we're doing because we're starting right around like 4:20 officially. I'm still greedy and I'm still using the small or the free I don't know what you want to call it, like Zoom account, like the free basic Zoom account. So they only limit me to 40 minutes, so I can't go into an hour. But after this, I do have to dip out here because we are doing a little happy hour with my mountain biking crew. So just to let you guys know, I'm gonna have to peace out early. Milo is probably going to start barking here in a minute. So feel free to unmute yourself to share. Hey, Lindsay, to share what's bothering you, what hurts, like what's feeling a little gnarly, and let me know. Because I have a flow that I'm going to go through, but I can kind of cater it to you guys. So let me know. How's your shins feeling?
They're feeling better this week. This week I'm really tight in my shoulders and like my upper back.
Okay.
Feeling a lot better. And I got my cool Navi roller. Yeah.
Yeah, those are good. Good. Foam rollers are good. Excellent. Ann, how are you feeling, Deb?
Oh, I've been better. That's why I'm here.
Yeah? Okay, good.
Life is hard this week.
Where do you mostly feel it?
Who, me?
Yeah. I'm talking to you.
My hips.
Okay, good. I mean, not good, but like good that's what's the main thing on my flow.
How are you?
I'm doing all right. Just like tension, normal tension that I'm normally getting. Usually like traps, shoulders, like neck, lower neck, upper trap area, and then hips. I've been feeling my hips quite a bit. Just the extra sitting because I'm doing a lot of writing. I wish I could just not use the computer, but
I know. I've been doing a lot of sitting too. I've been working from home.
Yeah.
Which is challenging.
Yeah, no, for sure. Are you guys still making kits for the kids in Boulder?
Yeah. We're still doing bags.
That's awesome. That's super awesome. I follow you guys on social media, and you guys do a remarkable job with feeding the kiddos.
Yes, and now of course the reckoning is coming. I knew that Anne was going to be like, okay, now we got to figure out the cost of everything. I've been running around like a chicken with my head cut off trying to document everything.
Yeah.
And You know, at first it's like, money's no object. We got to feed everybody. And now it's like, okay, now we got to put a price tag on. Like, I knew it.
Yeah. No, it's tough.
But that's okay.
All right. Well, sweet. I'm so glad. I'm actually really glad that we have a small group today, because now I get to see all of you lovely faces. All right. So I'm going to go ahead and close you guys out here and change my view a little bit so I can see more of your faces. If you can't hear me or see me at any point, just let me know. But we're going to start off with just getting, by the way, have a little pillow handy. I forgot to mention that early, just in case you want to like raise your hips or something like that. Just find some space right now. We're going to go ahead and start on all fours here with just hands underneath our shoulders. Knees are just underneath our hips. And here we're going to go through some cat-cow sequences, all right? So push the floor away while tucking your chin. Exhale, and then breathe in. Try to bring that chest to the ground, shoulders are back, chin up to the sky. Hold it for just a few seconds, then go back into cat, arching that back, getting a nice stretch in that upper back. And then chest back down towards the ground. Go through that 5 more times, just nice and steady. It's just a nice cat-cow here. My back just popped. I'm telling you, my back pops so much when I do this with you guys. I'll take it as a sign. Good. Nice. When you guys are done, just hang out.
I didn't count.
That's okay. Most people don't count unless like a trainer's counting for them or something.
Exactly. I've been doing classes at home with my with Zoom with Revo.
Oh yeah.
Super helpful.
Yeah, Matt and the gang.
Yep.
Awesome. All right, so from here, we're gonna do up down dog. So you're gonna start off in a plank. Hands are just underneath your shoulders. You're gonna go out into a plank. You're gonna go ahead, come back into down dog just to gas pedal and get a little bit of a hamstring stretch in. Gas pedal those heels down as much as you can. If they touch the ground because you're really flexible with the ankles, by all means, go ahead and just hang out and do at least a total of 10 gas pedals. Good. After you hit 10, we're going to go ahead. Angle your hands to where your thumbs are facing away from you. And then you're going to bring your hips down to the ground. You go ahead and untuck your toes under. So just bring them straight out. Chin to the sky or the ceiling. Hang out here for a few seconds. If you have any type of like low back history or anything like that, squeeze your butt. That'll actually kind of support you a little bit more. Then you're going to tuck your toes, go back into down dog, gas pedal your feet 10 more times, and then go back to up dog. Get a nice stretch in that upper body. Really bring that chest through. And then back to up dog. Again, squeeze your butt if you need to. Now from here, we're going to go ahead and take left ear to left shoulder. Get a nice little neck stretch. And then right ear to right shoulder. Left ear to left shoulder again. And then right ear to right shoulder. Good. Feeling good? Good. You can come back up. I'm going to face you guys just for the sake of you guys being able to see this. We're going to do a nice little hip exploration here. So you can bring, let's start with the right leg in front of you. And this is where the pillow can come in handy if you need to. If you need to like raise your butt a little bit, you can go ahead and kind of sit on that pillow. It's totally up to you depending on like what your hips feel like. But from here, we're going to go ahead and bend or hinge forward at the hips and then explore that hip area, left to right. Now again, be careful if you have any like hip issues or anything like that, just maybe keep your chest up and just go side to side. So this is totally up to you. You can also take the pillow away, whatever's good for you guys. This is your stretch. You're just going to go through left to right, explore that whole hip area 5 times. So left to right is 1, another left to right is 2, thanks guys. Hey Tina, thanks for joining on Insta. I know you're working right now. It's all good. All right. After you've done that 5 pass-throughs on that hip, let's go ahead and switch legs. Same thing on the other side. Just going to go left to right. It's going to sound kind of selfish, but I'm glad I'm glad I did this today because I kind of need it. So I'm going to do a little bit more with you guys.
Have you been getting out to ride?
Nah, I haven't. I've decided not to really do much riding. If I'm going to do any riding, it'll probably just be locally, like in my neighborhood.
Yeah.
On the road, since we have some bike lanes around here. I just don't want to drive anywhere.
Where do you live?
Sunnyside, so like
Where's
45th and Zuni.
is that
Denver? Yeah. All right, after you do left to right on that, then we're gonna bring that leg around. You're gonna have your legs in front of you. And then you're gonna kind of spread them out just a little bit to where you can bring those knees in. This is that 90-90 we've done the last couple of weeks. Let me angle this down just a little bit more so you guys can kind of see where my legs are. My little legs. All right, so 90-90, basically legs are at that angle. From here though, we're gonna actually go ahead and stand up and get a little bit more of a hip stretch here. So then you're gonna come back down, you're gonna switch legs, go to the other direction, and then you're gonna come up. And when you come up, I want you to open up your hips completely rather, to get a little bit more of a stretch here. All right, and then come up. I have faith in you, Anne. You've got this. And then go back down to the other leg. Same thing here. If you've ever done dancing, this has probably been a big thing that your like ballet or jazz instructors have had you do. Same thing on the other side. Come back up. And go back down, switch legs a little bit. So we're getting a little bit of strengthening in, as well as some stretch in your hip flexor, which helps because we want to be stable and have strong hip area. That way it doesn't bother us as much, okay? Let's go ahead one more time each side. So one more time each side. Oh no, you're having glute pain. Sorry, Tina, I totally get it. Well, we're gonna be doing a little bit more rolling out with some glute stuff later if you can hang out. I know you're working right now at the clinic. All right, how's it feeling, guys? Feeling all right? Thumbs up, thumbs up, cool. All right, now we're gonna do a little bit of glute med stuff. I'm looking at someone in particular. Yeah, Lindsay. All right, so some glute med stuff. This is actually what I was hoping you would be on for. That way I don't have to send you a video, but we're gonna take our back all the way down, just make sure nothing's behind your head. It's better if you have a band, but you don't need a band. It just kind of helps. If you have a band though, the band you can kind of put around this foot, all right? And you're just going to fully extend. So we're just gonna start with the right leg, for example. I usually do opposite hand to opposite foot here, all right? From here, then we're going to go ahead and take that leg across you. So it will be in front of you and across you. And you're just going to keep your shoulders pinned to the ground. Yeah, get all the help you can get, Lindsay, right now. because this is what's gonna hurt. I'm calling you out. But no, it'll just help. Now, if you have the band, what you're gonna do with the band, and I can demo in case you guys ever have one at home. So opposite hand, opposite foot, you're gonna hold the band. Then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna kickstand with my elbow on the ground, still keeping my shoulders pinned to the ground as much as I can. Your hips will rotate. And this is where you fully extend the leg. You can flex your foot if you want to, and just bring that leg across you. And this is what's really gonna stretch your glute med here and help. Now I want a few breaths here. Definitely get a few breaths here, like 5 to 10 nice deep breaths here. Try to keep those shoulders, both of the shoulders pinned back. So back's completely flat on the ground. After you hit about 5 to 10 breaths, totally up to you, then you're gonna switch legs and do the same thing on the other side. Again, you don't really need the band, but I am gonna demo with the band just so you guys can see it, because I know a lot of you guys have bands, but I didn't really ask anyone to bring the band today. So again, my shoulders are pinned, my back is relatively flat except for my lower back. My lower back is twisting in front. I'm gonna wave to everyone on Instagram with my foot. You're just gonna bring that leg across you, across your body. From personal experience, I can speak to that. This stretch really saved me when I had some SI joint issues and just some general glute tightness from sitting a lot a few years ago after I sprained my ankle really badly. So hopefully this helps if you ever get any like low back pain, glute issues. Again, see a PT or something if it is something that's chronic, even if it's something acute, but it doesn't go away. 5 to 10 more breaths here. After you do 5 to 10 breaths on that side, let's go back to the first leg again. Now fully extend it out in front of you. Back's nice and flat, shoulders are pinned, and then you're gonna bring that leg across you. Just do a nice little twist. Hold that stretch for a good 5 to 10 breaths. I usually do 5 breaths just because I'm a little impatient. And I see that you're directing, Lindsay. I love it. Now I can see everyone so much better today. This is great. Good. After that, go ahead, bring your legs up, switch, and same thing on the other side. Just getting a nice little stretch in. Sam's here. What's up? All right, keep that there. Milo's gonna help me. Oh, now he's on the yoga mat. Again, 5 to 10 breaths on that side. Kick her butt, Ian. Kick her butt, Lindsay. Nice. Cool. Good. Everyone good? Hey, what's going on, Annie? We just got done stretching our butt. All right. Oh, okay. I guess Milo's gonna join. I can't even make. Okay, let's not lick your stuff. Okay. How's that feeling? Feeling all right? Yeah, good hips and stuff. All right. Well, what are we at time-wise? 4:34. All right. So now we're gonna do a little bit more of our hip flexor stretch. Milo's kind of where I need to be on the sofa, but we're gonna do that couch stretch that we've done these past couple weeks because we just can't get enough of this. And Deb, this is gonna look familiar because I know Matt's really big on couch stretch at Revo.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, and so am I. Like it's a savior. I'm telling you, it is an absolute savior.
Yeah. Minutes at the end of every class.
Oh yeah, it's one of those things where it's just so necessary, especially if we're sitting a lot. So just gonna find that spot where Milo is. And the point here is to not hyperextend here where you're really kind of swaying your low back. Instead, I want you to tuck your pelvis under. Really tuck your pelvis under. Milo's being weird. Sorry, I'm so close to you guys, but he's in a weird position here. We're just gonna hang out here for a good 20 seconds. I've got the clock. Hey, buddy. Hi, buddy. Oh. You are such a mama's boy. You're such a mama's boy. Okay, don't be weird. Not you guys, but my dog.
He looks like a good dog.
He is a good boy. He's a sweetie. From here, now we're gonna go ahead and switch legs. I don't know how I'm going to switch legs since Milo's nose is in my butt, but I'm gonna try without crunching his leg. So same thing on the other side. We're gonna tuck that pelvis under. So imagine tucking your tailbone under, okay? Tuck that tailbone under. Milo, you're really you're super cute. We're gonna hold it here for 20 seconds from this point. Milo, go to your bed. Go to your bed. Oh, I know. Go to your bed. Yeah, go to your bed, buddy. Oh, I love you, but oh, I know it's dinner time. Good guys. Tuck that pelvis under and relax. Good. Ease out of that. Just kind of see, check in with yourself right now. Check in with yourself and see how your hips are feeling and everything. Everything feeling all right? Feel free to unmute yourself too. Hi. Feel free to unmute yourself completely if you want to. If not, that's fine. From here, oh my gosh, I can't even with this guy. I should have just put him upstairs in the bedroom, but it's fine. He's also like my brand, I swear to God. Hi guys. From here, we're gonna go ahead and grab our foam rollers if you have them. If you don't, it's perfectly fine. Do you have anything, Deb?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, perfect. Let's go ahead and grab our foam rollers and our mobility balls and bring them over. All right, Milo, go to your bed. Go to your bed. Such a ham bone. All right, from here, we're gonna do just hips. And then with the balls and also, or the roller, we can do neck and trap stuff, all right? So, hips, we're gonna go ahead, face down towards the foam roller. We're going to go right where our hip bone is, underneath of that area. Underneath that area is basically like your TFL. If you kind of imagine where your pockets are, and it's just a short section of your body. It's only like this long, depending on your height. Does lead in to your IT band and stuff, but we're not going to roll out our IT band. We're just going to roll back and forth, going left to right, just on that area around your hip bone, just underneath it, kind of where your pockets usually are in any type of like sweatpants and stuff. Just go back and forth there. Then after you do a few times there, you're going to go ahead and angle forward, prop up with the other leg, and then you're going to roll up and down just along that whole area. And that should help with your hips and stuff if you have any tension there. Good. After a few up and downs, then switch legs. We're going to do the same thing on the other side. We're going to go left to right. Oops, just find that spot. Go left to right, back and forth on that foam roller. After you do several of those, then you're going to go up and down. Again, it's just kind of where your pockets would be, right around there, just below and off to the side of where your hip is. Good. Nothing crazy. From there, we're going to come back up. Now we're going to angle our glutes off to the side. So leg is here for support. Other foot is there for support. The side that the roller is on, this leg is going to be kind of down, so against your knees and stuff like that. From here, you're going to support with your hand or your elbow. I usually like the elbow, just does make it a little bit more intense though, so just be careful. From here, we're just going to go a little bit, little small movement, left and right, or up and down rather, getting basically your side glute, like glute med area, right into there. If you notice you might have some sensitivity into your low back, it's perfectly fine. This muscle gets really tight from just excessive sitting and stuff. The torment is real. Milo's staring at me. Good. After a few more, so I'd say 3 to 5 more like passes on that part, you're gonna do the same thing on the other side, all right? Same thing on the other side, whenever you're ready.
Could do this for hours.
I know, right? This is one of those things where it just feels so good. I mean, it feels awful, but it feels so good afterwards. The last 2 weeks I've been doing this. After I'm done with you guys, I'm always like, huh, why don't I do that every day? Do as I say, not as I do kind of thing. And again, it's just like a small movement. It's not really a big, like huge movement, which you guys are doing really good with. Just a nice small movement. Thanks, guys. After a few more of those, then we're gonna actually go back to our belly towards that foam roller. This time we're gonna do our quads, just because tight quads can kind of lead to other things with the rest of our body. For here, you're gonna support with one leg, support with both arms. I have the foam roller underneath my right leg here, and all I'm doing now, these will be larger movements because you're gonna go across your entire quad, right? From here, you're gonna go up and down from above your knee area to all the way up to the hip that we just massaged. So you're gonna do a nice big sweep here. You can also do small ones if you want, it's totally up to you. Support with your hands and your elbows, just to kind of keep your hips up off the ground, get a nice little flow in. Then what you want to do is kind of go off to the side to the outer quad, not your IT band, but your actual quadricep muscle. So you're not all the way on your side here like you would be for your IT band. You're off and angled a little bit more forward. Yeah. I'm gonna do about 5 good sweeps of that quad up and down. When you're done with that quad, you're gonna go ahead and just switch to the other one. We're not even gonna do inner quad or anything like that, just because I wanna hit the traps. Later on, if you want to, you can hit the inner quad and it's going to feel kind of awful, but you're gonna get a little bit of inner quad action here. Oh boy, it's dinner time for Milo, so he's kind of freaking out. And again, same thing, inner quad. If you want to do it now, you can also do it later. It's totally up to you. Holy hell, mine's really sensitive, like right here. When you find a really sensitive spot, just go ahead and hang out there. And then switch quads, same thing on the other side if you haven't already. Do the outer quad first, and then you can work your way into the inner quad. Nice, guys. And do your inner quad if you want. You go ahead and switch legs. Oh boy, Milo's gonna do his little tricks before dinner. Aaron's feeding him right now. It's like the freaking cutest thing. Oh my god. All right. After you're done with that other quad, just go ahead and meet me here. and let me know. Just kind of get up on your knees. You can grab your mobility balls or keep your foam roller nearby, whichever one you need. We're going to do our traps next. All right. So traps and kind of the like lower neck area. You're going to take this foam roller, go to mid chest here, kind of bra strap line, mid chest for guys who aren't used to wearing sports bras. Then you're just going to go ahead and lift your hips up and then come up like so. Lift your hips up and come up like so. You're gonna get a little bit more. Just make sure your hair doesn't catch like mine just did. Gonna get a little bit more, just closer, slightly closer to your lower neck, but without rolling on your neck, okay? Guys, good. From there, go ahead and do 10 more little passes, and that should help kind of alleviate any tension you guys might have. Now, if you have any mobility balls or anything like that, it's going to be basically the same thing. You're just going to take the mobility ball and pretty much have it underneath your traps, and you're going to raise your hips up and kind of hug yourself a little bit, and then just roll back and or up and down, rather, not back and forth, but up and down with your hips up, feet flat. You can kind of hug yourself to expose the muscle a little bit more, and that helps a lot. But it's really if you just have any mobility balls or anything like that. If you don't, foam roller is perfectly fine. But I will say, like, man, these are amazing. Like, I love the Peanut. I think they only cost like maybe 20 bucks or something online, but I really like that. These guys. Nice, everyone's looking really good. After you're done with that, you've done about 10 or so of those passes. Go ahead and sit on up. I'm gonna unmute everyone just to check in with everyone. See how you're feeling. How'd that feel? Did that feel better on your traps and stuff? Oh man, I thought I unmuted you. There we go. Oh, no. Okay. I guess only you can unmute yourself. Sorry.
Yeah, it was really good. Thank you.
Okay, good. Good. How you feeling, Lindsay? Did you feel anything with the glute med stretch?
Yeah, but it was like a pain in this ear. And I was like, what is that? And it was like coming, she's getting it.
You are awful. All right, for those of you on Instagram, I'm signing off. Okay, good. Yeah, the thing with the glute med is it does get tighter the more you sit, unfortunately. That is the one thing that's the downside with it. Same thing with like sometimes hip flexors and stuff like that. But something to keep in mind. If you do you have bands at home?
She has bands at her place. She
Yeah.
doesn't sit. She's got a standing desk. I like.
Okay.
But I think between running and cycling, her quads are super dominant, and so the glute just, we're working on waking it up.
Yeah, no, totally. Because that is a really common thing, especially with cyclists and runners. We just tend to be quad dominant. I mean, humans in general. But yeah, just trying to wake up the glutes and the hammies. It's going to be the good thing. The bands will help, like especially if you do some like bandit kickbacks and stuff like that. That can help. Even like hamstring curls, you know, with a band. You can do them with a band. You can do them with sliders. You can also do hamstring curls, like even with a foam roller if you want to, or like a Swiss ball or anything like that. Good. Socks are good.
On socks on the hardwood floor.
Yeah, socks on a hardwood floor are fantastic. Because yeah, sometimes just waking the hamstrings up can be a little tricky. The big thing with waking your hamstrings up is just to make sure that your knees aren't touching, but they're also not apart. Try to keep them right around here. Like imagine like you almost have a band around your knees that you're trying to keep some sort of tension on to where you can kind of help activate while you're doing the hamstring curls. And that just helps you just make sure that you're not overdoing it or underdoing it. So I don't know if that'll help, but we'll wake your ass up and your hamstrings up. What'd you say?
I'm so excited.
So excited. It's going to be so amazing. Milo's losing his mind because he just had dinner. Anything else? What are you guys feeling at the next few minutes? Zoom yelled at me and was like, you need to upgrade in order to get more than 40 minutes. Bitch, please. Anyone else feeling anything?
I could show you what they have us do at the start of every Revo class to wake up our quads or our
I was going to say your quads.
Our glutes.
Oh, I think I can probably tell you what Matt has you doing.
Putting the band on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then doing the kickbacks. Yeah.
It helps keep the knees from caving in.
Yeah, he's fantastic. I love Matt and the crew there. They're like my go-to guys. For anything like prehab, rehab, they're just phenomenal. I've learned a lot from them actually myself.
Yeah.
Because I constantly ask Matt questions because I'm not a DPT. But yeah, no, he's really good with that. It's the same series I sent you, Anne, actually before racing, just the band, like the kickbacks and stuff like that. Yeah, that'll help. But how's everyone doing? What is that? Is that a chicken?
Can you hear
what was that? What was that?
It's a rooster.
That was your rooster? Oh my god.
3. Yeah, on the
It was so loud. So I was like, is someone dying? What's going on?
They sound pretty sick.
They don't sound right.
No.
It's not like a strong crow. It's like a very yeah. It's not.
It was pretty bad. No, that was pretty amazing.
Oh, there are 3 of them.
Oh man. Oh man. Oh man. Vita's having a little happy hour. I think it's for the ambassadors and community leaders, but I think it's also for the coaches too.
She
at 5. I know. That's like, it's like your worst nightmare. There's like no need for alcohol, so there's that. She's like, I'll pass. Well, cool guys. When's a good time? When's a better time on Fridays? Because I know a lot of the Vita crew is not able to make it today, just because we do have a little thing happening in a few minutes, and also it's holiday weekend. So I know a lot of people aren't going out of town, but a lot of people were just also like not doing anything today. So when's a good time? Is lunchtime a good time? Like, of course, keep in mind I'm Mountain Standard Time, so like we're talking like noon or 1, or oh my gosh. Hi, little nugget. Hi, Juliana. How are you?
She's decked out in wear today.
Oh, nice. I like it. It could have matched the Christmas tree that Kim had yesterday. Or last week, I mean.
They're really amazing.
Hi, Jen. Hi. Uh-oh, I've got a last minute. I've got less than a minute. There's Erin.
Hey, say hi, Erin.
Oh gosh, I was like, what's going on, guys? Oh man.
It actually works pretty well because it's like, well, it's 3 o'clock for us, but it's late enough that you can kind of round out the workday early. But
yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking instead of lunch. Oh, hey, what's up?
Hey, whole family's here. Yeah, this works well for me on the weeks when Matt does daycare pickup, but and on the next 2 weeks I have to do daycare pickup, so I would need it to either be earlier or later.
Yeah.
I mean, don't schedule around me.
No, it's totally fine. I'm just trying to get an idea because I personally would rather have it in the evening. It helps me, and it also helps like everything kind of go into the weekend and like the last day of the week and all this other stuff. Well, I have 15 seconds before Zoom kicks me off. I'm so curious if they are going to kick me off.
Thank you, Jen.
Yes, thank you.
Bye.
Thank you, Deb. Good seeing you.
You too, bye.
But yeah, thanks for joining.
Yeah.
And
Great to see you. Hi, Erin. Great to see you too.
yeah, no, I'll let her know. Ooh, we're 5 seconds after. See, Zoom is just pulling the wool over my eyes, or they're trying to.
They are. They're trying to make you money that they aren't actually going to make you pay.
Because they actually, I mean, chances are I'm probably going to pay anyways, but I don't do group stuff very often. So there's not really a point for me to do it, you know.
Well, they
But the